Yo, it's Clone here, finally back with another video after so long. I'm not gonna go into why I was gone, cause I mean people don't. Well, people probably not gonna watch this like that. But like, if you do watch, you're not watching this to know why I've been going. You watching this to know who the top 10 biennial point guard is. Well, Opal tier biennial point guards. Before we get started, I'm just gonna say I'm not going to really go through the price because at the end of the day, they're biennial. It's not like these players are like 400 or 500K where you grinding all this stuff. If you feel like, let's say somebody on this list is 60K and you only got 50K, just play a couple triple threat online games and then boom, you got the amount of MT that you need. But like, most players should have like at least at this point like 100K. So yeah, this is gonna be a 5-part series probably. Of course, I'm gonna do shooting guard, small forward, center, power forward. I'm still on the fence whether I want to do an overall biennial Opals or like what if I want to do something like that. But for the moment, it's looking like a 5-part series. So I hope you check out the other videos when I post them. I'm not going to post them day after day after day. I'm going to post them within today and tomorrow. Basically, I'm going to just be grinding to get these out so everybody could so y'all can make your choice of what biennial Opal y'all want, because you know, people are Opal snubs. They want the Opal. They don't want a pink diamond, even if they can do the same thing, or even if the pink diamond better. But yeah, enough of chit chat. Let's get on with the list. First on this list is Chauncey Bills. Chauncey Bills is a 6'3" point guard. Of course, he can shoot, handle the ball, play D, all that stuff. He has let's check the tendencies. He should have really good tendencies. No, not really good. I remember they just all right. He's solid. He has all the important badges. His jump shot is a little funky. I personally like it, but a lot of other people don't. That's why players like Clyde Drexler fell down. But I feel like he's still a top 10 biennial Opal point guard. So that's why he comes out at 10 on my list. At number 9 on the list, we got De'Aaron Fox. He's also a 6'3" point guard. Unlike Chauncey Bills, he has a better dunk. He's just like slightly better, and his animations people enjoy more compared to Chauncey Bills. His on ball, his steals isn't gonna be too great, but I look at the shot contest too. He's gonna contest the shot compared to someone like Chauncey who might try to steal it. But if you get some space and shoot over him, they're not really gonna contest it. But he'll like jump almost every time. Of course, he has all the key badges for although I think, oh no, I was wrong. Oh yeah, I'm tripping. I was about to say he has gold quick draw. That's other people. I'm sorry. Yeah, but yeah, I just feel like De'Aaron Fox is slightly better than Chauncey Bills, especially animation wise. So that's why he comes in at number 9 on my list. At number 8, we got Steve Francis, you know. He's another 6'3" point guard. He's basically like De'Aaron Fox, but unlike me guessing if other people will enjoy someone like De'Aaron Fox's jump shot, because I personally like it, but I don't know if other people really like it as much. I know for a fact people like Steve Francis's jump shot. He's not the greatest defender, but he's still gonna be solid. He's a little stronger than De'Aaron Fox too. That's also something. But yeah, like he has all the badges that you need too, all the key badges. And the main reason why I put him over is just because his jump shot. He has Dion Waiters' base, so I know for sure, because everybody liked Dion Waiters back when Dion Waiters was out, and Dion Waiters wasn't out he was out when everybody had quick draws. So like it was still at the point where people was like, yeah, I like this shot better than this shot. So that leads me to believe like I liked Dion Waiters' jump shot, so I'm pretty sure other people would like Steve Francis's jump shot. And with that being said, that's why I think he's a top 8 point guard out of the biennial Opals. So we're gonna switch it up from the 6'3" point guards. We're gonna take it to Alex Caruso, who is a 6'5" point guard. So he has the extra 2 inches on my previous 3, which will help with defense. Of course, everybody on this list will be able to dunk the ball, because they're not making the list if they can't dunk the ball like that. And that's why Chauncey Bills is so far back. They can't dunk the ball like that. A lot of them can't defend the perimeter, but they're all still fast. They're not going to be the strongest. I'll show y'all the tendencies real quick. He doesn't have the greatest tendencies either. It's just, you know, I feel like people will like, he still has the extra size compared to the previous three. And of course he has all the key badges. He does have quick draw. This is the guy who I was thinking of, quick draw gold, but he still has the other badges, and he still has a solid jump shot at the end of the day. But yeah, like I said, he has the size. He's a little stronger than the guys that I just talked about. He's not as good on the inside at certain things, but like for the most part, like these guys aren't really defending the inside. And if you do have guys defending the inside, I'd rather have the 6'5" over the 6'3". But that's just my personal opinion. But that's why I have Alex Caruso coming in at number 7 on the list. So at number 6, I have Jeremy Lin. He's basically I don't know, I'm not gonna say he's a 2 inches shorter Alex Caruso. I would say of course I say he's better. He's ahead of him. At 6'3", he can do everything. He has a 95 dunk. Unlike the others that we talked about, he can actually defend the inside stats wise. He's stronger. He actually does have really good tendencies. He has an 82 on-ball tendency, and of course he has all of the important badges on Hoff. Yeah, I'm like scrolling through these jumps fast, but y'all can go to MTDB to really to see these stuff. Like MTDB, MT Central, those things. Y'all can really just go to that. But yeah, like I would say Jeremy Lin's better than everyone we talked about. I mean, he's the only one so far that can actually defend the inside. He's the best dunker outside of Steve Francis. Well, I guess De'Aaron Fox. So like, but like he's still one of the best dunkers on there. From my knowledge, Jeremy Lin don't do any flashy dunks. He just does a simple dunk that's not gonna get blocked too crazy. And he has the best tendencies that we looked at from my knowledge. So yeah, that's why I have Jeremy Lin nearing a top 5 point guard, but he's not just there yet. Now at top 5, you got John Wall. I mean, there's not really much to say. He's a 6'4" point guard. He can shoot, of course. His dunk is crazy. He's the best dunker that we talked about so far. Of course he can handle the ball. He can't defend the inside like Jeremy Lin, but he's a beast outside. He's fast as hell. He's as strong as Jeremy Lin. He has long arms, and pair that with the 91 on-ball steal tendency, like and the shot contest, like them long arms is really gonna make up for the fact that he's 6'4". He'll equal like a 6'6" he'll equal a 6'6" player with short arms, basically. So like his arms definitely does help. He has all of the important badges, of course. He does have quick draw only on gold, and handles for days only on gold. I feel like they should have gave him a whole defensive leader, but you know, that's really nitpicking. Like John Wall is one of the most annoying point guards that I play against. I've had times where I stopped the previous 5, but even when I come near stopping John Wall, all someone does get a simple pick, and if they just get the perfect situation, they pull in a dunk animation every single time. It's annoying, but with that being said, that's just a testament to John Wall's greatness. Like, he's unstoppable inside, he can still shoot really good outside, and he's one of the better defenders at his size. So that's why he's a top 5 point guard for me. Now at number 4, personally, I find John Wall harder to guard than Steph Curry. Thanks to Steph Curry not having the highest dunk, he only has a 75. So if he does get contact, he's not dunking it. He doesn't have a high enough dunk for contact dunks. But he's a top tier shooter. He's a great ball handler. He can defend the perimeter. Of course, he's fast. He's not super strong, but he's a stronger point guard for his size. I believe his tendencies is actually really good. Last time I checked, they were actually really good. All right, yeah, they were solid, 70, 76. Like, he's solid. He's going to do his thing on defense. He definitely has all the important key badges. I don't believe it's none on gold that, like, you would be alright. Like, maybe Half Intimidator, but beside that, you'd be alright. Like, he's going to be great Half bailout too. But yeah, main reason why he's at number 4 over John Wall is because of the duo that he has with Kevin Durant, the pink diamond. He turns that pink diamond into the opal. And while I know you'll be like, well, the pink diamond still only has gold quick draw, so it's not as good as the other opal. With the duo, it goes to half quick draw, meaning that while Steph Curry might not be as hard to guard as John Wall, you add Steph Curry, who's a knockdown shooter, with a cheaper opal Kevin Durant. I mean, that duo just makes him tears over John Wall just for how hard just guarding both of them would be if you had this Steph Curry. Overall, and he still shoots really good. Like, he's gonna shoot better than John Wall. If you put him in the right hands, he'll probably be harder to guard than John Wall. It's just in most players' hands, I'm pretty sure John Wall would be easier for someone to use than Steph. But yeah, that's why Steph comes in at number 4 on my list. Okay, so now we've entered the top 3, and at number 3 we have Walt Frazier. He's a 6'4" point guard. Of course, like everybody else on this list, he can shoot. He's up there with John Wall when it comes to dunking. He has good animations, by the way. Most of the higher on the list you go, the animations, I like the animations better. Not including the John Wall to Steph Curry. Steph Curry does have that duo, which makes me say he's better than John. But besides that situation, you know, the animations, in my opinion, get better as you go on. And Walt Frazier has good animations. He has a good jump shot. While his block isn't too high, unlike everyone else we worried about, besides, I believe, Jeremy Lin had an interior defense. Walt Frazier is that but better with that 86 interior. He's also strong. He's the first player that we looked at with an above 90 and above 80 strength, honestly. Everyone else was 80 and below. Walt Frazier is 94, so he's 14 higher than our strongest player that we looked at, which I think was Jeremy Lin. And it was one more, but I can't remember who else had the 80 strength. Might have been John Wall or Alex Caruso. No, Alex Caruso had the 70. All right, you get my point, though. Like, he has perfect lateral quickness. His on ball still is 94. I'm sorry. He has a 94 on ball still, 92 pass interception. He's annoying as ever to go up against. He has every important badge on half. What's that, 62 badges overall. Like, he has, I don't even think I would have to go through this. Like I said, go to MT Central if you want to see them specifically. All I'm telling you is that Walt Frazier is a top 3 point guard, and while he is 3, if you want a opal, buy it now. I would say if you really want it and you don't mind the size, you're fine with Walt Frazier. He's annoying as ever to go up against. He's going to get steals for you, especially if you play zone bait defense. You're honestly better off with him than probably my number 1, but not my number 2, and here's why. So my number 2 is another 6'4" point guard, whom is Gary Payton. And yeah, he does everything Walt Frazier does. He can shoot. He has better post moves, although it's not going to do much at 6'4". While his dunk isn't as high, he still has a pretty high drive and dunk tendency. So he's still going to try to dunk the ball a lot. And he's able to pull contact still. He has better ball. Well, he can dribble the ball. He has way better defense. He can actually block shots. He has higher interior, perfect outside defense, and perfect steal. He's fast. He's stronger than Walt Frazier. Also, that's one thing to keep in mind. He's even stronger. So while Walt Frazier can guard most players in the game, Gary Payton can guard basically everyone except for probably a select 5 at max. Also, his tendencies is even scarier than Walt Frazier with a 96-98 pass interception and on ball steal. And of course, he has every badge on half. He has what is that? That's more Hall of Fame badges, but of course, let's go badges with that. I think it's one more. Yeah, it's one more half badge compared to Walt Frazier. But yeah, like Gary Payton, honestly, you're better off with him than my number 1 if you play like a bait zone defense and you really don't need that size at point guard and you just want somebody that you can get. Like, I hate that people say cone, so I'll say a 3-and-D point guard, someone who's going to shoot threes and play D at your point guard position. You better off with him than my number 1, honestly. But for most players, I feel as if Gary Payton would come in at top 2, but he would be 2. And here's our next top 2 point guard. So top 2, not 2, Draymond Green. He's my number 1 point guard, biennial opal. Of course, he can do everything everyone else did. He can lay the ball up. He's better in the, well, he's as good as someone like Gary Payton in the post, but he has the size to actually back up his stats. So he can still shoot, similar to someone like Gary Payton and Walt Frazier. While those two might be better with the ball in their hands still, for the most part, my top three are 3-and-D point guards. So he can take the ball up for you. His jump shot not the fastest, but it's a really good jump shot. I've seen other people green a lot with it too. Unlike every other guard on this list, from my knowledge, he's the only one with a standing dunk. So take that how you want it. You know, you could throw the ball into him. He's going to dunk the ball instead of a layup. He can still handle the ball. Not as good as everyone else, but he can still speed boost. He has great defense. Probably not the best stats-wise on the list, but with his size, them stats help him become the best on the list. He has great lateral quickness. He's not the fastest, but he's still really fast for his size. He's not the strongest, but he's really strong at this point. You know, 94 strength is really great. His tendencies aren't as high as everyone else's, but he's more all around. Like, he's gonna play inside and out with that 72 block, 80 contest shot with the 68 on ball and pass interception tendencies. He does have every badge that you really need on Hoff. If you kinda need it but not really, you know, like unpluckable, handles for days, things like that, that's on gold still. And yeah, I would say Draymond Green is my top point guard. He also has the most badges on his list, by the way. I probably should have said that too, but yeah, Draymond Green's top 2, but not 2, because he's my number 1 buy it now Opal point guard. If you like the video, please like, subscribe. If you want to see more, comment. If you, let's say you wanted to see Trae Young on this list but he wasn't there, comment, tell me why you think Trae Young might be over someone like Chauncey Bills or Alex Caruso. I feel like, you know, my 6 to 10 is really interchangeable, and I feel like my 4 and 5 is interchangeable between each other, but I feel like my top 5 is the top 5. But like, let's say, you know, you want to see like Trae Young, Kyle Lowry, for example, because those guys is people I considered. Let's say you wanted to see them, comment, tell me what you wanted to see. Tell me if you disagree, you know, let me know. I'm willing to hear everybody's opinion. You know, I want to know what everybody think. If you have any video suggestions, you know, I'll take it. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.